everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today in this video I'm going to show you how to make an elasticated circle skirt. I'm going to make this elasticated skirt for the age group of 6, 7 and 8. So you can always buy 1.5 meter of fabric. That's more than enough. If your size is small, medium, large, extra large like that, all you have to need is 3 meters of fabric. So this fabric absolutely depend upon the length of the fabric. So always go ahead with a nice flowy fabric. So this is going to be a blend of chiffon and crepe. It has a very good flow. So when you're making a circle skirt, make sure you get a fabric which has a very good flow. So now let's get started by making the skirt. So this goes for everyone, if you are a small, medium size or large or extra large. So this is going to be the step you're going to follow. So first you're going to double fold the fabric like this. I'm going to fold it again like this. This is going to be the full flare circle skirt where I'm going to elasticate the skirt. So the only thing you have to keep in mind is you're going to have this pointed tip. From this pointed tip only we're going to mark the hip, and from that pointed tip you're going to mark the length of the circle skirt. So this is very important, where you get the 2 folds over this pointed tip. So all the salvaged and unsalvaged edge is going to face outside the fabric. So all you're going to face is the folded side of the fabric like this. Now I'm going to start marking my hip. So when I say hip, that's going to include along your butt. I tell waist measurement, it's only your lower abdomen where you're going to wear your skirt. So the hip measurement is going to be 24 inches. I'm just going to divide it by 4. That's going to be 6 inches. Okay, always divide the hip measurement by 4. Okay, so just take your pointed tip and I'm going to place the 6 inches over here, and I'm going to just give a mark on either side and draw a line towards this. That's going to be my hip measurement. For the waist I'm going to add an elasticated yoke. So now just place the tape over the center point of this, and I'm going to mark the length of the skirt. If you want the length of the skirt to be 20 inches, just place the tape on the point. Do not take the finger from this point, just place it like this, and you're going to mark the 20 inches all around. Okay, so I'm just placing the one end of the tape over this point, and I'm just going to mark the 20 inches. So now you can see how I'm going to mark. See, again place the finger and you're going to rotate the tape like this. Okay, once I get to the 20 point, I'm just going to hold it with my fingers and I'm going to mark the 20. Again, I'm going to place my right hand towards the point 1 and I'm going to rotate the tape. So once I get the 20 inches, I'm going to secure the tape like this and I'm going to mark it again. Okay, same like that. You're going to move the tape. So you're going to mark this till you get into the folded edge of the skirt. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this out. Be careful, and when you're working on the flowy fabric like this, always make a template and place it on top of that, and you can try to cut that out. So I'm just leaving a 1/4 inch of seam allowance for folding this. So now you can see I got a very nice and neat circle like this. So now I'm going to cut out my hip length. So this is going to have a nice and neat curve like this. So when I lift that up, you can see you can have a very neat flow. To make the yoke, just double fold the fabric like this. So the height of the yoke is going to be 6 inches. If you want the yoke to be a little bit big, you can always go ahead for 8 inches. So first I'm going to trim the down part and make that even. So if you're trying this for the first time, please do try in a cotton fabric, and then you can try with a chiffon, crepe or georgette fabric. So if you're directly going ahead and trying in a chiffon fabric, for sure you find it very difficult in cutting and the stitching also. So let me show you how to sew this together. So for today's project, I'm going to use this 1-inch elastic. So my daughter's waist measurement is going to be 20 inches and I took 17 inches. So you're going to take 3 inches out of the original measurement. And now I'm just placing the elastic in the fabric like this, and I'm just folding that in half, and I'm going to sew exactly at the end point of the elastic. So you're going to sew only to the one side of the elastic, just back stitch that. So now I'm going to sew the fabric together. So now the elastic is inside the fabric, and you should not sew the elastic, you should sew the exact margin of the elastic. That's very important. Make sure you don't sew on the elastic. When you touch, you can feel the elastic, so touch the elastic and feel, and then sew the fabric like this. Okay, so little by little I'm just pulling the elastic out, and I'm sewing the fabric together. Okay, so I can feel the elastic over this point, and the elastic is getting small, so I'm just pulling out the elastic from the top. So you can see it makes a very lovely gathering at the top like this. You can see you have to do a gathering at the top so that the elastic will come out like this. So this is how you're going to make the yoke. So in any way, if you sew this elastic, you won't be getting this gathering, and also it won't come out. So make sure you don't sew on the elastic. So at the end I'm going to do some back stitch, and now I'm going to join both the elastic like this. So just place both the elastic like this, and I'm going to sew that together. Okay, so first step, I'm going to sew only the elastic, and the next step is I'm going to sew on the fabric. Okay, so now I'm just sewing on the elastic like this. Okay, and now once my elastic is done, I'm just going to place the fabric on top of the elastic like this, and making that even, and I'm going to sew that together like this. That gives a very nice and neat finish. So now I'm done with my yoke for my skirt. So once you're done, you're going to stretch that once or twice to get that gatherings. so that it just sits well. And now I'm going to put a top stitch on top of the elasticate so that it does not going to turn on its own while you're wearing the skirt. So if you're not putting a stitch on top of the elastic, for sure it's going to have a twist and turn in the skirt, so you'd find very uncomfortable while wearing that. So always just put a top stitch once you're done with the yoke. Make sure you pull the yoke nicely and then you're going to sew it on top like this. Okay, so now you can see it looks really nice. So now I'm going to attach the skirt part with the yoke. Make sure you face the wrong side of the skirt and matching the both the pretty sides together. I'm just pinning that in place. So to the opposite side I'm just pinning the next skirt. So fold the yoke into half, and on the both the side I'm just pinning the yoke and the skirt. I'm doing the same to the next side of the skirt also. So in this way it just makes the work very simple and neat. So just match the corners with the skirt and the yoke and pin that in place. So I just pinned on all the four sides of the yoke, and now I'm going to sew that together, starting from one point of the pin to the another point. So we can see, so now you're seeing the wrong side of the fabric. Okay, so if you want you can spin the entire skirt and then you can sew that together. Pinning always makes your work simple, neat and easy. Okay, so within 15 minutes you would be getting a very pretty good skirt. It hardly takes just 15 minutes to make the skirt. So once it's done, I'm just stitching the down part of the skirt. So I'm just folding that once, and then once I'm done with sewing the first stitch, and I'm going to do that again. That is, I'm sewing this down part of the skirt for one time. Because this is a circle skirt, you can't fold that in one stretch. All you have to do is fold that once and then you're going to fold that again. See, I'm just folding that only once. So this is another trick. It makes the work simple and easy. So if you're a beginner you can always follow this step, because it's very hard to sew the circle skirt. You need a lots of patience and experience, but this is just absolutely for beginners. So this is the end point of the skirt. Okay. So once it's done I'm going to fold that again to give a very neat finish. You can see. So if you're trying to sew the circle skirt for the first time, please do follow this step. This makes your work really simple and neat. Once it's done, you can just press that in place. So within 15 minutes, I made a very pretty, lovely skirt like this. My daughter totally loved this skirt. It came out really well. And in my next video, I'll be showing you a pattu pavadai skirt. So pattu pavadai is nothing but a skirt made with a brocade fabric and also with a silk fabric too. So that's going to be a South Indian traditional wear. So that was my most requested video from my subscriber and also from my Facebook members. So for sure the next video would be a Pattu Pavadai version. There are two types of Pattu Pavadai, so I'll be showing both the types, that is with slip and without slip. So if you don't want to miss any of my future video, go ahead and hit on the subscriber link that you see on the screen right now. And if you want more videos like this, go ahead and hit on the thumbs up button below and follow me in my Facebook group for more update. The link for the Facebook group is in the description box. Please do check with that. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.